Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Broke Capitalist coming at you. It's been a little while. I'm sorry about that. I've been really busy raising a puppy. Got him. He was 35 pounds, and now at 5.5 months, he's about 80 pounds. Hands full, to say the least. But all that aside, I want to jump back into what we typically talk about here, and that is a narrative, mainly how the mainstream narrative is not very beneficial to a lot of people, especially those people who look like me. Um, and I'm gonna jump right into this with one of my all-time favorite shows, The Wire. You guys remember Proposition Joe? Say, oh yes, on Prop Joe. But anyway, let's jump into this right quick.
You don't run this shit, especially not off the front.
I saw what I saw.
Alma is on the phone with police PIO, and they're telling us on the record and off that they're discounting any report of a possible abduction.
That may be, but that doesn't mean they're doing their job, and it doesn't mean we shouldn't.
Our job is to report the news, not to manufacture it.
Fuck you, Gus.
Hey, report the news, not manufacture it. And when you're manufacturing the news, basically what you're doing, if you didn't know, just being a propagandist, propaganda vehicle, a vehicle for propaganda, however you want to say it. And if you don't know what propaganda is, I looked it up for us. So propaganda is the communication that is primarily used to influence an audience and further an agenda, which may not be objective and may be selectively presenting facts in order to encourage a particular synthesis or perception, or using loaded language in order to produce an emotional rather than rational response to information that is being presented. So here's the cause: propaganda. A lot of propaganda in our media. We all know the media is basically controlled by those who lean left on the political scale, or whatever spectrum, right? So that's the cause. Here's the effect we get in Sacramento City Unified School District. I feel sorry for anybody sending their kids here because they're training your kids how to be racist, right? So they have an anti-racist classroom going on. And you guys can go here and check this out for yourself. Sacramento City, scusd.edu. Check it out for yourself. So basically, the anti-racist classroom under racial affinity groups, right? What it's basically saying here is the what and why. Racial affinity groups offer a structure of inequality, inquiry, and can address many needs. They support us in exploring what has been forbidden, forgotten, and unhealed. For example, in racial affinity groups, white people can discover together their group identity. Should I go on, or enough said, right? They can cultivate racial solidarity and compassion and support each other in sitting with the discomfort, confusion, and numbness that often accompanies white racial awakening. Guess what? You're white. You're not English. You're not Polish. You're not French. You're not Estonian. You're not, what else? Russian. You're white. Okay. They can also discern white privilege. So, Appalachia, you need to move. Whoever lives in Appalachia needs to move to Sacramento and discover your white privilege, right? And its impact without the aid of or dependence on people of color. So that's POC. White people who have formed racial affinity groups report that they recognize their collective commonality and shared history. Oh, what shared history is that? that all white people are racist. All the white people you don't know are racist, right? Uh, all of them own slaves. They all have white privilege, right? So that's your collective, that's your commonality and your shared history, right? As well as the impact that their privilege has had on other races and on each racial affinity group member. How in the hell is this in our school systems? Gus told you. I mean, when you make up facts to suit your own purpose, your own agenda, your own political agenda, these are the results. And I say over and over again, socialists, Marxist socialists are just using the African American community to push in their socialist agenda. There's nothing remotely close to what America stands for, what it stood for, what it was founded upon. You won't find any of that in this racial affinity group, right? The section of America that put race above all else was called the Confederate States of America, or the Confederacy. They lost a war like in 1865 or so. Okay. So, what is going on here? This does not benefit me or kids who look like me. This only benefits, when I say this type of narrative, this type of instruction, to recognize that when you wake up in the morning, that you are white, and that's basically your most important attribute, right? Forget this judge someone by the content of their character. That dude was insane, apparently, right? I mean, what the why would you judge someone based on their character? Right? So anyway, I wanted to come back and just throw this out there. I'll try and be more consistent going forward, but I really want to hear from you guys, man. I've been while I've been away, I've been producing some books, my own, and some other books as well. They're around the screen somewhere. Go check them out. Go check out the website. And yeah, pick up a copy, man, and support the channel. I'm not just going to ask you to support the channel and give you nothing back. So hopefully what you get out of seeing my mug on this show is a little bit of information that you can, talk to your friends about. And if you want to dig deep into the real history, I mean, history of America, the history that was written about America before the Civil War. Now, if you check out the books down there, like the Impending Crisis of the South, slavery, things like that, you'll get a totally different view of America, and you will be mad at what your history teacher taught you. Now, you can't be too mad at them because they can only teach you what the school board allowed, and who controlled the school board, right? Basically, politicians. So, especially for those who are homeschooling their kids or are trying to combat ideologies like this white awakening crap, check out these books, man. Go and I have an audio book with on our two societies. There'll be a link to it in the description. Go check that out. That definitely helps spread the word, helps the channel grow, and it's a great book. It's won 2 awards. So another, before I let you go, and I'm gonna try and stay consistent with this too. Another effect of this propaganda stuff, it keeps your eyes off the ball, right? We hear from the left all the time, America's the richest country in the world. We should be able to, let everybody in the world in here and take part in this country's educational system, in our medical system, right? Okay. The richest country in the world is $28 trillion in debt. And it's a lot more. It's a lot more. When you throw in The derivatives markets and all that stuff is way more. And I want to point something out. Besides the fact that America is the richest country in the world, and we need to let everybody in the world live off of our labor, meaning, you know, the tax dollars that we pay into the system, let everybody in and pull up to the table and eat, right? I want to take your attention to the dollar to silver ratio. So $4,774 per ounce. So I'm a silver gold bug, and this is very interesting to me. This is your purchasing power going down the tubes right here. So all that debt we're creating to help any and everybody, including ourselves, with all these stimulus packages. Chickens got to come home to roost one day, y'all. And if you keep your eyes on crap like white fragility, being an anti-racist, when they come home to roost, you ain't gonna be prepared. So with that said, the title of this video is Invincible Ideas. And that idea is self-responsibility, individual freedom. Individual freedoms and self-responsibilities. Your agency must be paramount. I don't care what political party you belong to or affiliated with, what policies you're trying to usher through. You cannot dismiss an individual's agency. You cannot put these policies forth that says, just rely on the government, we'll take care of you. Because you know what's going to happen? Exactly what happened in Detroit. Detroit was the most affluent area or city in the world at one point, and now look at it. How many of you guys trying to live in Detroit? Now you might be trying to go there and buy up a $5,000 house and hope you can fix it up, but how many are rushing in to live in Detroit right now? Nobody, right? And so what they did, the policies that Detroit, I'll say it over and over again, are currently destroying New York and California. And with that, I bid you adieu. And until next time, have a great day. Go check out the books, man. Pass along to a friend. Great birthday present. And I'll holler back. Peace. I'm out.